rolling, check. Calm and sway off the hardwood. Pump bacon, rim shaking, chilling with. I be rolling out off the hardwood, straight.
Coming up on Off the Hardwood, Raptors point guard Chris Childs tees it up with Paul Jones. Chris talks about his long journey to the NBA, playing on both sides of the Hudson River, participating in the 1999 NBA Finals, and coming to Toronto to play for the Raptors.
Off the hardwood. Off the hardwood.
Welcome to another edition of Off the Hardwood. I'm your host, Paul Jones, and today we are downtown Toronto at City Core Golf and Driving Range with a man who I'm told is an outstanding golfer, Chris Childs of the Toronto Raptors. And Chris, as a kid growing up in California, I hear you like to play tennis and golf. Two of your favorites?
Two of my favorites. A lot of times, especially in inner city, you don't find too many African Americans out there playing golf. And it was just lucky for me. My dad was playing, taught me how to play, and then the tennis thing was just as far as agility, working on your defensive slides and your ability to move side to side laterally on the basketball court, and it kind of coincides with each other.
Now, I'm told that by a lot of guys that sometimes basketball is not their first love, but they end up in the NBA. Was basketball your first love, though?
Basketball wasn't. It is now, but
Yeah.
baseball was my first love. I played a lot of baseball, and then once I started playing golf, I enjoyed that more than anything. But like I said, in the inner city, you're not known. African Americans aren't known to be playing to play golf, and that's when I chose basketball. But I still love to play golf. I go out and play as much as I can in the summer. Play with a lot of the guys on the team, a lot of guys throughout the league, and it's fun.
High school, did you letter in which sports? I mean, did you letter in baseball, knowing that it was your first love?
Lettered in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Football.
Football, yeah.
What position did you play in football?
Quarterback.
Quarterback. Man, we got it. Point guard, quarterback. Don't tell me you pitched in baseball.
I pitched a little bit, but I was shortstop in baseball. But it's all the same. Point guard, you're a leader. I felt that I was born a leader. I've always enjoyed giving direction and telling people, what to do. And to play those positions, you have to be able to do that.
Did you see yourself as a natural basketball player, like once all of the other stuff shook down? Did you see yourself as gravitating towards basketball?
At first I thought I was going to play baseball because I played it ever since I was a little kid, and I was real good at it. But once I got a hold of the basketball and saw all the possibilities, then that's when I leaned more towards basketball.
Now, you ended up going to college at Boise State, and I think about a guy who was at high school in Bakersfield. I'm thinking, no UCLA, no USC, no Stanford, no Cal. How did you end up at Boise State?
It's a long story, but I think we have enough time. Initially, all those schools were there. They wanted me to come there, but as you know, the SAT and the ACT, I felt was biased. And I think me speaking out on it kind of, pushed those teams away. And then getting the offers from Boise State, SMU, I almost went to school with Larry Johnson in SMU, but they got the death penalty for the infractions on the recruiting. Mm-hmm. So Boise came along. I knew the coach because he coached in Bakersfield at Cal State Bakersfield, and told me try it, come up for a trip or whatnot. Went up there, enjoyed the people. They got nice golf courses, and now it's history.
You were the one of only, I believe, you're the number 3 leading scorer all time, and one of only a few players to start every game in your career there. Pretty durable.
17. I went to college at 17, and it was a weird experience, but to be able to do that, start every game, play every game in your college career, that was a big accomplishment.
Now, you didn't receive a lot of the accolades and, the All-American notoriety, and you come out undrafted. Then where?
That was tough because going into my junior year, I was in Sports Illustrated as one of the best point guards in the West. So seeing that and thinking, okay, if I have a good senior year, then I'm definitely going to get drafted. When we started beating major teams, Oregon States, Michigans, and all those
And
teams.
who was playing? Who were some of the guys playing there to take
Gary
people
Payton.
back? Gary Payton. Okay, I knew that. I just wanted to ask you. Yeah.
You know, and then playing well against those guys, you think, okay, I might have opportunity to get drafted. So I have everybody come in town during the draft, have a big pre-draft party, and not get drafted. And that was tough. That was tough to handle. I went in my room, and luckily my dad was there. He came and told me, look, get up. You've been down before. Now you just have to prove to not only yourself but to everybody what they missed out on. So I just continued to work hard. Went to the CBA, spent 5 years there. Played with a lot of different teams from South Dakota, Rockford, Illinois, Columbus, Ohio. I mean, just a lot of different cities that you don't expect to go to, wanting to be a professional basketball player. But it really humbled me to let me know that maybe I'm not as good as I think I am, and I got to work a little harder.
I want to back up before we get to the CBA. Is something that you mentioned kind of caught my ear. Your family. Tell me about your family support and how it helped you through that difficult time.
Well, we've always had a close-knit family. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. Everybody played sports. Everybody played basketball, football, baseball, volleyball, and we've always had each parent at each child's game.
Right.
The family was there. We're all up there clapping. We were like the Brady Bunch, just having that family support. And everybody in my family kept calling me, like, just keep working hard. We've seen you do it. Just remember, like, you're in the backyard playing basketball with us. And that just kept me focused. And my mom, my dad are 2 wonderful people. They always taught us, no matter what occurs, you're still somebody. 5
years in the CBA. Did you ever think at some point, you know what? I'm stuck here. I'm never getting out, because it's the place, the CBA, where a lot of dreams die.
I don't want. I'll be honest. I did, just for a short period of time, because when I didn't get drafted, I made a shirt with every point guard's name on it and put it on my back and to put it on the front of my shirt. And I'll look at that to let me know that you still can do it. You still have to prove something to yourself. And I carried a chip on my shoulder the whole time I was there. Every time I played, I'm playing against John Stockton. I'm playing against Mark Price. I'm playing against the Kevin Johnsons. I'm playing against all these guys in my mind when I'm out there playing. So when I didn't get a 10, I never got a 10-day. I never made an all-star team. Up until we won the championship, that's when I got noticed that, yeah, he is capable of running the basketball team.
And what happened after you guys won the title in the CBA? You were the MVP. What happened then to start things on the path to get you to the NBA?
Everything changed. I got an invite to Jersey to try out for their team. No guarantee, partial guarantee if I made the team, but initially just a tryout. And I told myself, if I walk through those doors, I'm never going back out. And so I got there and I played my tail off. I played like I wanted to be here, and I'm going to show these people what they missed out on.
Now, when you got to Jersey, Chuck Daly had just left. I mean, when I think about your career, you just missed Chuck Daly in New Jersey. You just missed Pat Riley in New York, and you come to Toronto with Lenny Wilkins. What was it like playing on a Jersey team that wasn't established and rising or trying to make a move to rise up?
It was good because we had so much talent.
Couple of pump fakes and a slam by
Derek Coleman, Benoit Benjamin, Chris Morris, Jason Williams, Kenny Anderson. We just had a core of guys that just had unbelievable talent, but we never could mesh that together as one. And missing Chuck and playing under Butch Beard after they've had so much success, I think everybody was just looking at each other, waiting for someone to take upon the leadership of getting this team over the hump. We never did, but we played hard, we enjoyed each other, and that was just a stepping stone for my career, because after that, I didn't have to move out of my place. I went straight across the Lincoln Tunnel and went to New York.
All right, well, we'll get into more of that when we come back. When we come back with Chris Childs, we will talk about life in the NBA before Toronto and the big contract that he earned in New Jersey. Stay with us.
I didn't want to leave the CBA without winning a championship, and I felt we had the core guys in Jersey to do that. But the 2 years I spent there, I also knew it was a business, and they weren't willing to do what I thought I deserved, and New York stepped to the table.